dreaming. Oh, I'm living in my dream.
You see a bug, your first instinct, kill it. But what if I told you that tiny creature might be saving your crops, protecting your soil, and working harder than any tool you own? In backyard farming, not all enemies look like enemies. Some of your greatest allies have 6 legs. Today, I'm going to show you 30 bugs you should never kill, because once you understand their role, you'll never look at your garden the same way again. In this part, let's start with your backyard bodyguards, the silent hunters. These tiny warriors patrol your garden day and night, hunting down pests before they can destroy your crops. No chemicals, no cost, just nature doing the work for you. At number 1, meet the ladybug. It looks harmless, even cute, but don't be fooled. This tiny insect is a powerful predator, devouring up to 50 aphids every single day. Now imagine hundreds of them working together. That's not just a bug, it's an army protecting your crops. Next, the praying mantis. Still patient, deadly, it waits silently, then strikes in a flash. This powerful hunter doesn't just eat pests, it keeps entire populations under control, bringing balance back to your garden. Then come lacewings. Their larvae are nicknamed aphid lions, and for good reason. The moment they hatch, they go on a feeding frenzy, devouring aphids and soft-bodied pests non-stop, turning your garden into a pest-free zone. And down in the soil, ground beetles patrol the darkness, silent, relentless hunters beneath your feet. They feed on slugs, worms, and any pest that dares threaten your crops, working the night shift to protect your harvest. Even spiders, yes, spiders, are constantly working behind the scenes in your garden. Spinning silent traps, they catch flies, mosquitoes, and countless harmful insects before they ever reach your plants. They don't need feeding, they don't take breaks, they just protect. Kill them, and you're not removing a pest, you're removing your first line of defense and inviting trouble back in. Now, in this section, let's talk about the ones that actually create your harvest. The pollinators. These are the tireless workers moving from flower to flower, transferring life itself. Without them, your crops wouldn't fruit, your yields would drop, and your garden would struggle to survive. They don't just visit your plants, they make your harvest possible. At number 6, bees. Without them, your plants don't produce food. Every fruit, every vegetable depends on pollination, the simple act of moving pollen from one flower to another. But it's not just honeybees doing the work. Wild bees, solitary bees, and many other pollinators are out there every day, quietly ensuring your garden produces the food you rely on. Bumblebees work when others can't, flying in cold, cloudy weather to keep pollination going, and carpenter bees, they take on the heavy work, pollinating larger, tougher flowers that smaller bees avoid. Different bees, different roles, but all essential to your harvest. Hoverflies, often mistaken for wasps, are actually some of your garden's best allies. As adults, they pollinate your flowers just like bees, but they're larvae. They're fierce predators, devouring aphids and soft-bodied pests, protecting your crops from the inside out. Then come butterflies, and even moths working silently at night. By day, butterflies move gently from flower to flower, spreading life. And when darkness falls, moths take over the night shift, pollinating while you sleep. You might never see them, but your garden feels their impact every single day. Kill these and slowly your harvest begins to disappear. In this section of Soil Builders, what's happening beneath your feet is even more important than what you see above. In the dark, hidden world of your soil, millions of tiny workers are breaking down organic matter, recycling nutrients, and building the foundation of your harvest. Without them, your soil dies, and so does your garden. Earthworms, they don't just live in your soil, they build it. As they tunnel through the ground, they create air channels that help roots breathe and water flow. They break down organic matter, enriching the soil with nutrients, what looks like simple waste. They transform into powerful plant food your crops can easily absorb. Dung beetles, nature's cleanup crew. They break down organic waste, bury it, and recycle those nutrients right back into the soil. In the process, they enrich your land, improve soil structure, and keep your garden ecosystem clean and thriving. Pillbugs and millipedes, the quiet recyclers of your garden. They slowly break down dead leaves and plant material, turning decay into rich organic matter. What looks like waste becomes fuel for the next generation of healthy growth. Even tiny springtails, almost invisible, are constantly improving your soil structure. This is your underground workforce. Kill them, and your soil becomes lifeless. This section highlights the balance keepers. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Some bugs aren't purely good or bad. Their role changes depending on your garden's balance. In the right numbers, they help control pests and support the ecosystem. But out of balance, they can quickly become a problem. Take ants. Yes, they can farm aphids, protecting them for their sugary honeydew, but at the same time, they aerate the soil, recycle nutrients, and even prey on other pests. Like many creatures in your garden, it's all about balance. Earwigs, they look scary with those pincers and quick movements, but don't judge them too fast. They actually feed on aphids, insect eggs, and other pests, quietly helping to protect your plants, especially at night. Even grasshoppers, in small numbers, are part of a balanced ecosystem. Nature is not about elimination, it's about balance. The moment you try to remove everything, you create chaos. In this section, we explore the invisible workers, some of the most important bugs in your garden. You'll barely notice, hidden in the soil, under leaves, and in the shadows. They quietly keep your ecosystem alive, working non-stop behind the scenes. Parasitic wasps, don't let the name scare you. They don't sting you. Instead, they target pests with precision, laying their eggs inside harmful insects. From the inside out, they stop infestations before they can spread nature's most effective pest control. Tachinid flies may look ordinary, but they're powerful allies. They lay their eggs on harmful insects, and once the larvae hatch, they begin to control the pest from within, stopping damage before it spreads through your garden. Firefly larvae, glowing in the dark like tiny lanterns of the night. But they're more than just beautiful. They're hunters, feeding on snails and slugs that damage your plants. Quietly, in the shadows, they protect your garden while you sleep. Rove beetles, fungus gnats, tiny organisms playing massive roles. Often overlooked, they work quietly in the soil and around your plants, breaking down matter, controlling pests, and supporting life. They don't ask for attention, but without them, your backyard simply wouldn't survive. Here's the truth most people don't realize. Every time you spray chemicals or kill bugs blindly, you're not solving a problem. You're creating a bigger one. Because when the good bugs die, the bad ones come back stronger. But when you protect the ecosystem, nature works for you for free. No chemicals, no stress, no constant fighting, just balance. So next time you see a bug in your backyard, pause, look closer, ask yourself, is this an enemy or an ally? Because the difference could determine the success of your entire farm. If you're serious about building a self-reliant backyard, start working with nature, not against it. Subscribe for more backyard farming secrets and turn your space into a thriving ecosystem. Because the smartest farmers don't fight nature. They partner with it